Hello, I'm Chris from Niagara Aquarium. I'm going to do a quick instructional video on how to clean your aquarium and get everything looking nice and good for you. First of all, you will need a siphon. There's many kinds you can use. One that goes directly into a bucket, or you can have one that connects right to your sink and it will fill and drain your tank all in one. Very easy. So right now I'm doing one that does the fill automatically. Best thing to do first is go in and scrub all the sides down. And this ends up taking all the algae off the tank. And some people like algae, so you might not want to scrape all of it off. Plus, if you have an algae eater in the tank, it's also his food, so you don't want to starve some of your animals in the tank. This tank, we don't have a Play-Go in, so that is not a point here. And as you can see, you don't have to take your fish out to do a water change. A lot of fish, they actually like watching your hand go around. They'll play with you, like these goldfish here. They're very curious. That is it for scrubbing. Then you want to go in with the siphon. The ones that hook up to your sink, it's automatically going to have the flow going if you have the nozzle right. This one I have to prep start just with a gravity feed. You just stick it in and lift it and it should start your siphoning. And now my siphoning is started. Then you want to stick it into the gravel, and you might not be able to see it, but right now all the waste is coming out of the gravel. Any leftover food particles and fish poop. And you want to go through all the gravel, make sure you get at least the main part of all the waste. And you'll find certain areas like where plants and decorations are where you might get a little heavier amount just because it builds up because of the current that's going in the water. Move some decorations aside because you'll notice you get a lot of waste underneath a lot of the castles and stuff. And the purpose of doing this, you want to do it at least once a month, a partial water change where you're doing a fourth or a third of a water change. And this will get all the waste out, which ends up building up and creating ammonia. Your pH can be thrown off. You can have high nitrites. So keeping on regular maintenance will definitely keep your fish happy and healthy, and it will keep you a good looking aquarium. And as you see, as I'm doing this, you're also taking out water. So in the process of cleaning your gravel, you are also doing your partial water changes. For the most part, depending on the diameter of the tubing, you're going to get more of a water flow or less of a water flow. So with smaller aquariums, it might not be as fast, so you might want skinnier or fatter diameter tubing, or you can always use a pair of pliers and constrict the line. I also like to keep one hand on the tube in case you have small fish in your aquarium and you accidentally suck one up. I'll pinch the line real quick and try to get them out of the tube. Once you open the line back up, your siphoning will start itself again. And then now if you wanted a little redecorating, now is your opportunity while everything is awry to replace things and get a different kind of setup. And there we go, I'm at about 1/4 of a water change. Let me just take this out, set that aside here, and then you just go back and start situating everything back. You can re-level the gravel out, but the fish will end up leveling the gravel out within, I don't know, a couple days. Should look back to normal. Or if you have a certain landscape you want to do, you want to pile the rocks in a certain area, get everything back into a good spot. And now we are ready to refill. And then this one here this is a different style of filling just because I have separate lines. This one's not connected up to the one that goes to the sink. So I fill mine with a separate hose. But if you had the python that hooks up to your sink, this one will also do your filling. But I just come up and I hook this up here, and I'm going to start the water. Check and make sure the water temperature is the same. I have mine already pre-checked. I know it's within a couple degrees of the same water. You don't want to do more than 4 degrees. 4-degree difference can actually kill a fish. With the new water you're adding, water out of the tap has all kinds of chemicals in it. You have chlorine, chloramine, fluoride. So it's some dechlorinator. It's 2 drops for every gallon of water that you're adding back to the tank. I'm adding, I'd say about 10, maybe 12 gallons. That would be 20, 24 drops. I'm going to do 20. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And the dechlorinator works instantly. And I am full now. And you just go shut the water off, set that back aside, and you'll have some particles floating around in the tank. Don't get worried or anything. It should clear itself up within about 24 hours. With your filter cartridges or pads or sponges, whatever your filter takes, you definitely want to replace your carbon at least every month. Carbon stays active for about 3 weeks to a month. After a month, it's definitely dead. Sponges, it's best to replace your sponges and everything at least once a month. That'll keep all the toxins and everything down. The activated carbon helps with the smells and impurities and toxins in the water. Helps keep your water nice and crystal clear. So in about 24 hours, this tank will be nice and clear. For the most part, it's even less than 24 hours. And that's basically it for the quick tank cleaning lesson. And anything else comes to mind, we will have new videos.